This Monday night with a Fox News alert, the Department of Energy, they are now finally admitting the obvious truth. COVID-19 was apparently developed by Chinese scientists at the Wuhan Institute of Virology, likely through gain-of-function research. Now, the deadly disease somehow leaked out of the lab and it infected the entire world. And by the way, China knew it the entire time. Side note, a sloppy attempt to cover up, and then that all ensued from the communist Chinese and, of course, their corrupt propagandists, in part that we fund for China, and that would be the WHO.
What's going on, world? It's your boy XEL. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Definitely leave a like on the video. Now, this is absolutely crazy that this is coming out now, even though during the beginning when the pandemic started, it did sound like from what they were saying prior, our prior president had said that, it came from China. They called him a racist for saying that it was a Chinese virus.
Keep calling this the Chinese virus. There are reports of dozens of incidents of bias against Chinese Americans in this country. Your own aide, Secretary Azar, says he does not use this term. He says ethnicity does not cause the virus. Why do you keep using this? A lot of people say it's racist.
It's not racist at all. No, not at all. It comes from China. That's why. Comes from China. I want to be accurate.
Yeah, please, John. Please. The aides behind you. Are you?
And it sounds like it just came out from where exactly he said it from, which is China. Maybe the verbiage or the name of it, labeling it the Chinese virus, wasn't a good name for it, but that's where it came from. And it's coming out now. I remember when the pandemic first started, man, it was crazy. We all know how the world was shut down and nobody was able to do anything, no movement, the masks, mandates on and off. You had the doctor who represents the White House, making statements about it on the television and on the news everywhere. It's everywhere. Something I'll never forget. Our kids will never forget, our parents, our family. I mean, this was a worldwide issue. And I'm glad we made it past it. We are definitely moving. I really don't hear much about it. As a matter of fact, I have heard recently that in New York City, which is one of the worst places at the time, was having, a lot of deaths because of the virus. Just go ahead and, so New York State employment relations, they said that everybody who lost their jobs because of not getting vaxxed need to get their jobs back and possibly give it a, back pay. And they're talking with interest. And, if that happens, that would be crazy. That would be amazing for the people, who did not want to take part of getting vaccinated, but will that actually happen, especially with the interest? So yeah, I think that right now everything is stable. There have been a lot of cases towards after the vaccination has been coming out, a few deaths here and there, and I think that we don't know what's going on. But, they may find out later on that the vaccination possibly is causing people to have certain issues. I mean, we all know the Johnson & Johnson vaccine caused people to have blood clots during the beginning. This happened very quick. They came up with this vaccination pretty fast, as we all know. So we don't know the long-term effects for those who have been vaccinated. So definitely pray for your family members' safety that have taken it, and family, friends, neighbors. Pray that we are all healthy and continue to live a long life. XEL.